Welcome back to the Bible Reading Project. Today is Thursday, and I'm here with Pastor Mark, and we're here to hopefully to inspire you to read your Bible every single day. Zero excuse, and today we're on Psalm 129.
Psalm 122, and it is
Stimulus Thursday.
Thursday. Do your voice of Alex Jones introducing Stimulus Thursday.
This is Alex Jones from the InfoWars Mobile Studio in Douglasville, Georgia at Believers Church, and you're watching the Bible Reading Project, and it is Stimulus Thursday. We're giving out free cash that the government is printing up just without any kind of balance or check.
I like Angry Ryan. Angry Ryan blesses me because I love it. Every time I watch him, I feel like I just need to go home. Like I start getting tense. I find my heart's racing. It's Stimulus Thursday. What do we do on Stimulus Thursday, man?
We give away some quiche.
Give away some quiche. We've given away a lot of stuff, man. We've given away mugs. We've given away coffee. And we decided to jump on the bandwagon. They're printing trillions.
Oh, yeah.
We're printing our own. But we just decided to be some givers for a while. So it's going to be a little different today. It is Stimulus Thursday. So how much do you want to give away today?
I want to give away $20.
$20. Knuckle it up. That's what I felt. I'm going to give away 22. So $40. Now, here's the deal. This is new. So brand new. So if you're with us, this is brand new. There is no trivia today. It's totally different.
Uh-oh.
Here's how it goes.
All right.
Stimulus Thursday, whoever's on, will pick the amount that we want to give because we try to be givers, right?
Yep.
So it can be any amount from $1 to whatever. You can give 1,000.
Yeah.
You chose 20. I chose 20.
Yeah.
Now, the way it's going to work is you have to follow us.
Yep.
If you follow us and you want to get on the wheel, you just simply DM us and we will put you on the wheel.
Right.
Once you're on the wheel and you win, you're off the wheel.
Yep.
All right. So once you win, we just throw you to the side because you're already a winner and you can live forever on I'm a winner of a game show.
Yes.
This is a game show. So simple. We spin the wheel. We call the person on the wheel.
Okay.
So we have to have their number.
Right.
We'll call the person on the wheel, and then they have to have Venmo or Cash Out. If they don't, flunk. So if you follow us, you better download Venmo or Cash Out because you could be winning some funds here.
Yes, sir.
So you ready to have some fun today?
Of course.
So let's see who we're going to call today. I hope we've got their number.
I'm sure we do.
We'll figure it up. So Wheel of Trivia, here we go. We're going to spin it off.
Oh, yeah.
We're starting all over right now. So even if you've already won, it's
like
all
it.
brand new.
Very cool. David Thaxton.
David Thaxton. It's like he's, the millionaire David, right? So David, we got to ask him a question. We're going to Venmo. What question you want to ask him?
What your favorite chapter in the Bible is? Because we said it this week, so let's see.
Which was what?
Psalm 127?
Yeah.
Is that right? So if he gets it wrong, then he doesn't win.
That was his favorite chapter.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it has to be with Psalm 127. If it's not,
It's
then
either Psalm 127 or 128. I can't remember what it was, but let's call him and see. So he has to guess his own, right?
Yeah.
I'm going to say it's Psalm 128.
And this is not an opinion question. This is fact.
This is fact. Yeah, it's definitely fact. So I'm going to say Psalm 128.
All right.
That's what I'm going for. Bishop, what are you doing?
Well, just got back in from the beach.
Or do you ever work as a pastor?
Trying not to do that this week.
Okay. Well, Ryan and I are calling from the Bible Reading Project, and your name hit the Wheel of Trivia again.
Whoa.
I feel like I get called on a lot, but I don't win a lot.
You don't. You don't, but today you could.
How small is the pot? I mean, how many times has lightning struck here? How many names are in that drawing?
There's a lot of names. There's like 27 names in the drawing of people that want to be in here. And this is the third time the wheel has landed on you.
Yeah, I know, in the last 3 months.
It is weird. I know there's some kind of vibe. I think God just wants you to win and you can't win. But
I'm on vacation right now, so I'm feeling lucky.
all right.
So
Well, good, because here's the new rules. The new rules are we spin the wheel. It's Stimulus Thursday. We just give money out now. There's no trivia or anything. We're just giving money away. But you have to answer a question, and you also have to have either Venmo or Cash Out. Do you have either of those?
I have both.
Good. Nice. So the pot today, Ryan, tell him how much the pot is.
$40.
Ooh, that'll cover some crab legs.
Heck yeah.
$40 to cover crab legs. Now, to see how well I knew you, I told Ryan what psalm you would choose as your favorite psalm, because we are in the psalm. So I said, David is going to choose psalm, and I called the number. If you choose the psalm that I chose that's your favorite psalm, you will win $40.
Well, I'm going to tell you, I know a lot of times they talk about things that people know about you, and let's just be real. I consider you like a father, not just a spiritual father. So I will be devastated if you said something different than what I'm about to say.
Well, good.
Because the psalm I'm about to say, I pray over my children every single night and have done so for the last 6 years, and I learned this from you. So this is going to be embarrassing for both of us if you didn't say the right song.
That's bitter.
Yeah,
The song-
and you won't get
the
$40.
song that I hope you said was Psalms 128.
That is the psalm I said was
That
Psalm
is-
128.
That is.
Come on.
Come on, David, congratulations. You're a winner on the Bible Reading Project. Ryan and I are finally happy that you won. We will be
Third time is the charm.
Venmoing you $40 today. Congratulations.
I prefer Cash App.
Oh, yeah. Needy little fella, ain't you? Well, you go enjoy your day on the beach.
All right, love y'all. Have fun.
All right, bye. He finally won.
Yay, third time is a
Congratulations,
charm.
David. Third time is a charm. There's some kind of magic he was working. That shows you how relational we are,
Yeah.
right? Like I knew his favorite psalm, and then he just went for the throat punch. If you don't know it, it's going to be very embarrassing.
That's right.
And so yeah, because I was reading Psalm 127, and then when we read Psalm 128, I'm like, no, that's it. So congratulations to David, man. Isn't that awesome?
That
We
is
get
awesome.
to give. I'll throw him a 20. You throw him a 20. And he will win. So let's jump right in today, reading Psalm 129. Why don't you read it today, and we'll move on. It's going to be good.
From my earliest youth, my enemies have persecuted me. Let all Israel repeat this. From my earliest youth, my enemies have persecuted me, but they have never defeated me. My back is covered with cuts, as if a farmer had plowed long furrows. But the Lord is good. He has cut me from the crops of the ungodly. May all who hate Jerusalem be turned back in shameful defeat. May they be as useless as grass on a rooftop, turning yellow when only half growing, ignored by the harvester, despised by the binder. And may those who pass by refuse to give them blessing. The Lord bless you. We bless you in the Lord's name.
That is awesome. Here's what I want to ask you.
All right.
Verse 3.
Okay.
My back is covered with cuts, as if a farmer had plowed long furrows. That's a brother that's been hurt.
Yeah.
Right?
Right.
But the Lord is good.
Yes, he is.
Why do you think the scars we get from what other people do to us rob us of the goodness of God? We focus more on the scars of what people have done than the goodness of what God has done. Why do you think that is? The scars cut so deep that they hinder us from walking in God's goodness.
I think I guess it's just an expectation of who is doing it. I mean, that for me, right? Like if you are ungodly, you don't, I guess for him, if they're not Jewish and they don't live in Jerusalem, then I expect you to give me scars like a furrow. But if you're my friend and I let you in and you're quote a Christian and you live in my community and you go to church with me and we serve the kingdom together, but then you cut me deep, that's really, really hard to see the goodness of God in that, because you were supposed to have my back. I had your back for sure.
Sure.
And I think it all depends on who the cut is coming from, and I think the enemy is crafty in sending infiltrators. I think even Jesus says that is going to happen. That infiltrators will come into the church, into your inner circle and community, and that is bound to happen. But we're still surprised by it and hurt by it. And then God, I thought you were supposed to be good to me and protect me and help me, and now I'm left here scarred
So what
up.
do you say to somebody who has been part of a local church, been part of a body, they've been deeply hurt by a leader or by a friend? The scar cut, the cut was deep, the scar is wide, and then the scar holds more value to them than God's purposes. The scar holds more power over them than God's purposes.
Yeah.
So they just sit hurt, refusing to get hurt again.
Yeah.
What would you say to them? How would you encourage people who have a deep scar to, rather than letting the scar be a memory of the pain, let the scar be a testimony of the goodness of God?
Yeah, I think, no doubt you're hurt. No doubt. Like, I'm not trying to diminish the hurt and the pain and the scar, but let's not make a God out of it. I think what you said, I value the scar more than I value God. Well, whenever that happens, you've created an idol. And why would you really want to make an idol out of your scars, out of your emotional pain, out of people betraying you? What a terrible idol to have if you had one, right? And so let's not do that. And how do I realign myself? First, I ask God to forgive me, and then I extend that same forgiveness to whoever put that scar there. I think that's how you bring healing is to forgive.
Yeah. I think the things that's helped me, because anytime you're in kingdom together, right, community, you're going to get hurt.
Yeah, people are
people, right? I'm doing a whole series here at the church in a few weeks called People. People hurt you. We're people.
Yeah.
We will disappoint you. We can even do you dirty. In the name of Jesus, do you dirty, right? God told me, and then we do something dirty. And so, theoretically, if I took my shirt off, I would have scars everywhere from hurts and disappointments and things said about me and things I've done to myself even, And what I've learned is those times, rather than holding power over me and keeping me insecure, or what if this happens again, or hey, you do me wrong once, never again, and you just can't be in the kingdom that way.
Right.
Because people, they stoned Jesus, they crucified him, they mocked him. And that was the people that loved him. His own disciples tucked tail and ran. But I love what he said to Thomas when he resurrected. He said, "You know what? Why don't you put your fingers here? Put your finger in my side." Now, here's the thought of that. Like, me and you look at that and go, "Oh, God, wow."
Yeah.
Like, Jesus takes this wound and tells Thomas, dude, the moment he tells Thomas, "Here's the wound, put your finger in it," it was as if to say, "You're the one that created the wound, Thomas.
Yeah.
It was your sins I died for.
Right.
But this wound is now your testimony.
It's good.
This wound is now your healing.
Yeah.
This wound is now the thing that's going to bring you freedom."
Right.
And sometimes things happen to us, and rather than it becoming a source of freedom for other people, it becomes my failure. I can't get over it. What a pastor did to me, what a friend did to me, what an ex did to me, whatever that may be did to me. We hold these scars in our hands from the kingdom of what's been done to us, but rather than those scars being a testimony of God's goodness, those scars become a reminder, I will never let them do this to me again. Right? And so I think it's just not that it ever goes away, but that the pain of the scar, the memory of the scar, becomes an opportunity for you to help other people find freedom. Thomas, put your finger here and you'll see. And I think those scars I don't enjoy telling people what happened to me in 2010, but rather than it being a scar of my failure, that it just makes me feel insecure and worthless, I take that and go, no, I'm going to help other people find freedom. So I'm going to tell you about my scar and tell you about my problem because I want you to find freedom. So put your finger in this scar because when it hit me, it hurt and it went deep, but maybe my scar can help you find healing.
I guess that's a good reminder that people are going to people. And when people, it's like oftentimes the scars that they give you are probably not intentional, but because you've hurt me so bad, it feels like you have been intentional. And Jesus, I think when he went to Thomas, he was going with the principle that he gave us in Matthew 18 when somebody has caused an offense against you, or he said sin against you, and he gives out the steps. And the first step is in verse 15, if another believer sins against you, go privately and point out the offense. If the person listens and confesses it, you have won the person back. He won Thomas back when he had confronted him. Hey, you're sinning against me. Right. He went to him privately, one-on-one, and then the steps progressed from there, bringing more people in and helping bring accountability. But starting there with going to them in private. And so often I know I talk to people about this. Hey, you have an offense. And then they already have played out the scenario with what their response is going to be. And that is not fair. I think I just highly encourage you. Yes, you can anticipate a response, but don't assume that will be their response.
Oh, that's good, man.
Go to them and pray before you go to them and ask God to speak to them.
That's really good, man. Thank you. Man, that's just good stuff, right? Let your scar become your testimony. Yeah. And otherwise, you just, almost become dead weight for the kingdom because God can't ever use you. Right. So, Ron and I love you. Hey, let's do it. Come on, pull out Cash App. All right. We're just going to send it to him. Yeah. I hope he wasn't lying. I hope he definitely has Cash App. So, I'm going to find him. I'll Cash App. I want to give him $20. I should have said $5. If I was known it was David, I'd have done $5. All right. And then I feel like he really just kind of threw me under the bus there. Did you feel that?
I kind of felt that.
Yeah, I felt like it's money sign David Thaxton.
All right, David.
If anybody else wants to help him at the beach.
Right.
Right? I mean, let's all be givers. You want to help David at the beach. He's suffering for Jesus with his family and friends. Did he invite me? No. Did you hear me say anything about that? No. Not at all. Venmo him. It's money sign. That's a preacher, right?
Yeah.
David Thaxton.
All one word?
Yeah, David, like you would spell it. And Thaxton is David W. Thaxton. He put the W in there. David W. Thaxton. I'm going to go ahead and pay him $20 for Bible reading. I'm not even going to say that. I'm just going to say beach trip. Beach money. Crab legs. Beach crab legs. So that's what he wanted to get, right? And there I go. Let's see if it goes through. Touch ID for cash. All right, there goes my 20. I don't want him to think we're ripping him off, right?
There goes mine.
You sent my 20 to Dave. David Thaxton, congratulations. Go get you some beach crabs.
Boom.
And I would like to call him back tomorrow and just see if he knows my favorite chapter. Ooh. Thank you for hanging out with us.